Eh. Who's that?
Hello,
What did I
everybody
say?
out there in the
What the hell
air.
did I
Welcome
say?
to Aimless Babble Z episode
What the hell did I tell you?
241. I'm Jacob Master, joined by.
RPG Maniac 05?
And Trioptical.
So yeah, we got so much fun playing. Tropical has a question. We might have some news. Yeah, it's Aimless Babble Z time. Who wants to go first with what they've been playing?
I can, because I've barely been playing anything. So, as you may or may not know, all my stuff is still in storage, so no consoles yet. So I'm stuck to like portable stuff. So I've only been playing Kingdom Hearts games, and that's pretty much it, because Mind Zero has disappointed me so much. So much. It just makes me sad. Because it's like they had so much potential there, and it's like they already had like the blueprint for them, because they pretty much just copied everything Atlas did. So it's like, how did you screw this up? But they did, and it happened. So, yeah, makes me sad. So I can't wait until I can get my consoles back, or at least until something else comes out. Because I think the next game I have is coming out in August. So I still have like 2 months left.
Are they actually in storage, or are they just not unpacked?
They're in storage.
Really?
Yeah. So
Far away?
I mean, not far, but they're still in storage. And I would have to find out where. I don't remember which box and/or suitcase they are in. So, because I split them all up, I didn't want them to get into fights while I was gone. So it's like, I'll put the PS3 over here, and the Wii can go over here. And I took the handhelds with me, so I can't trust them. They can't be trusted. So, yeah. So unfortunately, I haven't been playing much. I did consider buying more stuff, and I was like, no, I shouldn't be doing that because it's bad, and then I'll be just like you two. So I didn't, because I have willpower.
Hey, I went 6 months. Okay, have you gone 6 months? Have you?
Actually, yeah, I haven't bought a
Oh,
PS4
well.
like in.
But then again,
good-
RPG does have like peculiar tastes, and he plays only certain types of
What?
games. And I play games with deep, cohesive stories. Blah blah blah.
Oh my God, that is not
These
what I
Western games
do.
from Western companies and publishers, nah, Japanese,
Wow,
Nifonichi, Square Enix,
What? Oh my God! There's plenty of games I would have played if I had a
Axis
PS4 right now. I
and,
just
Alice.
chose not to have one. It's not the same. I just chose not to have one because you know what? I have willpower.
And
I
now
can-
none of those games get made anymore except for in handheld, so it's even less of them. And,
What?
yeah,
What are you talking about? They're still making plenty of them.
on console,
Yeah,
sure they are.
they are.
Keep on believing, RPG. Final Fantasy 15, 2016. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that might be still kind of optimistic. 2016. Oh no.
Meanwhile, there's no big Chronicles, but we all know how you feel about that one.
Yeah, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Does it make you Splatoon? Does it?
Oh, Nintendo, you always amuse me. It'll be funny if I end up with like a Wii U before I get a PS4 though.
Well, it is
Yes.
cheaper. Dot dot dot.
It's
And
true.
it does have squid people. 'Cause, you know.
Not only do they have tentacles, but they shoot ink
Yep.
all over the place,
Gross.
all over it.
Yep. And kids are gonna play this game, and now parents have to explain to their children why they're squirting body all over the place. Like, mommy, why is the squid doing this? It's like, honey, sometimes comes a time where, well, you
What
know
is
what?
happening? That's not why they spray ink.
Oh, that's not happening. Oh, just kidding then. But it could be. It could be tropical. You don't know. You don't know. You're not a squid. You are not a squid. You could be. Because sometimes.
Like
Have you
Aqua
ever? I know, right? It's like, I mean, so for all we know, you could be a squid or an octopus. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Nope.
I just don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's been going. So until my stuff is out of storage, I will be restricted to handheld stuff, and which is okay, I guess, because some of the sooner games coming out are handheld games anyway. So it'll be finesies. But yeah, when Natural Doctrine comes out, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about the whole console thing, because it's either PS4 or I have to take my PS3 out of storage. So we shall see. September. We'll see.
In a way, that kind of makes sense. It probably is easier to just go to a store and buy a console.
It
Getting stuff out
is.
of storage is hard.
Because, like I said, I would have to look for it and find it. When all I have to do is just walk into GameStop and be like, yeah, give me that. And then we're good. That's all it would take. That's all it would take. As a matter of fact, when does Destiny come out?
September 9th.
That's oddly convenient. Because Natural Doctrine comes out on the 16th. And if I already have a PS4, then be alright. I don't know. And it would match my Vita.
Or you can get the whatever white one, Arctic White or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It would match my Vita.
Oh, you have a white Vita?
Yeah, because I got it during that Liberation bundle
Oh,
we had on Amazon, and they were just giving away stuff, and it's like, here, just take the Vitas. So yeah. So that would be nice though. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna pre-order it just in case I do want it, and then if I change my mind, then I don't have to get it. That's all there is to it.
and RPG. I think it comes with like a year plus free, so you know.
I mean,
free
I already have
games.
Plus, so it's not really a selling point right now.
I'm just saying.
I'm already on the Plus bandwagon now.
Add
They
a
fixed me.
year of free games.
Actually, I think it's only a month
Oh,
that comes
never
with the
mind.
bundle.
It's just a month.
Oh, it's okay. I still have my year anyway. It's fine. And they already sold me, so I'm probably gonna renew it anyway. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Because PlayStation Plus is awesome. Can't say the same thing about games on Gold though. So who's next?
I can go if you want me to, Tropical, because I don't think I've been playing as much as you.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, so I'll start with Gran Turismo 6. So I was playing one of the events for the recent seasonal updates. Oh, actually, it's cool. They updated it again with the whole thing that they did last time with like the whole beginner, intermediate, expert. So this time I did it again, except when I was recording, I got like a silver on the expert one. And I was like, whatever, I'll just play it again. So I just played it again and got gold, and I was like, yeah, whatever. So it's like, you know, thinking about it in my mind, I was like, well, if this was grid, I could have just pushed the rewind button. But, however, I will say, I would, I don't, I'm not gonna say I prefer because it's kind of like convenient to like be like, oh, I effed up, let me just rewind it. So it's like, you know, I do kind of like the purity that is maintained by Gran Turismo 6 of having no, you can't just, you know, or you can't just like push a button and undo your f-ups on your racing sim in the middle of a race, because that's totally realistic. Unlike in Grid when it's like, oh, I just messed up and crashed into something, let me just rewind the time, Sansa style, or Sansa time style. But yeah, still
enjoyed that
playing
game.
that, booting it up every day to see if there's any new stuff, and they keep adding new stuff. Because I think they added the, it's weird, the Goodwood thingy, they didn't change anything except for the little
The
statue.
monument,
Yeah,
yeah.
the monument thing. I was like, huh, okay, whatever. But yeah, we should be getting some new vision cards so soon.
Oh, I
think.
have a question about that actually. The vision cards, are there events, seasonal events?
Yeah.
Ah, so if you haven't been playing them, you
have
can't
been
get them
unlocking
free.
them. Yep. That's the easy way to get them. Well, you don't get
That's-
them only if you get bronze or higher tropical. You still have to like prove your greatness.
Right.
It's not like,
But
oh,
still.
here's a free car.
It's still easier than grinding out a
Credits.
million
Yeah.
credits.
The prices on them are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's see. Besides that, did I talk about Grid last week?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
I think and I think I had not been playing it because
Yeah, you
I
hadn't
was still-
started it yet.
I was still in my insanity of the cell.
Yep.
So okay, so yeah, good Autosport. Pick that up. A nice palate cleanser from the Gran Turismo Mass Effectness. So yeah, really enjoying it. And the only gripe I have is like, you know, Grid and Forza. I think Project Gotham as well, and Gran Turismo. Like those are the games where it's like, you know, the cockpit view and you like look inside the car and it's like got this cool steering wheel and the dashboard and through the windshield and it's like, oh, that's so cool and realistic. But this time it's all they kind of skimped on the cockpit view. There's like two of them. One of them's really cool, but the other one's like super less detailed than what you expect or want. So it's like, it's there, but it's like, not as good. But then like the other one's pretty cool because it puts you like in the windshield. So it's like, it's hard to describe it, but it's like there's like the windshield and there's like a bit of black space around it, so it's like this cool filter, and you just like see it in first person view. So it's like it feels very first person-y, even though you can't really control your limbs or head. It's just like you're the car's eye, I guess. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, I'm really enjoying the whole unlocking system of like it's kind of like give or take. You can you might hit it, you might like it because you're basically tied to the car team that you sign with for that season, and depending on the team is like the cars that they have in their stable you can race, and then for that season you're kind of restricted to those cars. You can't really buy any cars outside of what you can race with your team. And then as you level up and rank up, you get more teams that want to sponsor you, and they have like better cars and stuff to race. But you're kind of limited. And then also like at the beginning, the track selection is pretty limited, and you seem to be going through the same ones over and over for like the first couple of seasons. But after that, stuff opens up and it gets really good, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's just good fun time on the grid, and there's a lot of options that you can like change on the difficulty to make it that you get more experience, so you can keep if you're playing it on a certain difficulty and like it's too easy, you can just like use the little switches and thingies to like change it to be easier, or I mean harder, to get more credits and more experience. And like what's the game that does that? I guess the latest Forza does that too, so yeah. But yeah, I did enjoy Grid, so $37 well spent. Thanks, Greenman Gaming. Yeah.
You're welcome.
And then besides that, the long grind Mass Effect 3 multiplayer continues, and I have a progress report for today, which is that I'm at 90 waves, Firebase Jade on gold, one more match, 10 waves, and I'm done, never again. And then I have a hit list. I wrote it out, so it's like after I'm done with Firebase Jade, and I scratched that one out, I have Firebase Goddess, Firebase London, Firebase Vancouver, Firebase Ghost, Firebase Reactor, Firebase Glacier, and then Glacier Hazard, and then that's all I got. And I'm done with the gold matches forever on 360, but I still need like at least 30 promotions to get the N7 thingy. So it's like I'm over halfway to the N7 thingy, and then I'm pretty close on the gold thingy, because I can probably get like at least one more map done, 100 waves gold today, if I just crack out after the podcast. So we'll see. And that's like that's like six less, or six. I think I'm on 7 after Jade. I need 7. So after that one I need 6. So 3 1 week, 3 the next, and I'm free. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Well, N7 stuff, but still, like gold is a little. But yeah, that is. I played some Vita stuff. It's not worth mentioning. Whatever. I'm still stuck on Chrono Cross. I put in some Final tactics.
You're stuck on
I'm not really
Chrono
stuck. I just
Cross.
stopped playing it and like moved to tactics, and I haven't gone back to it. But I'll return. I'll look up the how to solve the puzzle online, whatever.
There's a
And,
door.
Shut up, RPG.
Ah.
And yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Oh, that leads to me. Well, first of all, then,
Yes, tropical.
a bit of news that leads into what I've been playing. Ouya, over the weekend, announced that they were going to start offering a all-access pass. Basically, $60 for a year gives you access to all of the games on the system that only include a one-time unlock as their in-app purchase. So things like consumable in-app purchases, those don't count. But if it's just a game that you download as a demo and then you have the option to buy it, all those count. So this is a limited time, or not limited time test, but limited quantity test to see, I guess, if the audience will support something like that. So I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I think it's a good deal. I think even if you just include the exclusives on Ouya, that is already way over $60. So I decided, okay, you know what? It's limited quantities. People are probably jumping on. And I did see that it sold out. I decided to get it. So I got it. And it did one thing. It got me to play the Ouya. So that's I think that's good for them. Related to the news, essentially how it's going to work for developers is that Ouya is still going to pay them the same amount that they would have gotten if I had just bought their game. I am kind of curious how this is going to work out for Ouya economically. Although there is like a little asterisk in the terms of service where it's like they apparently reserve the right to remove any gamers or game developers who they think are abusing the system. So, for example, someone who's been selling their game for $3, they couldn't just see this and decide, oh my gosh, I'm going to game the system and jack up their price of the game to $100. And then every time someone downloads it for free, they get $100. Like, yeah, that's probably not going to work out. And then on the flip side, I don't think they want gamers to just go and download all 800 games in one day, for example, because then we has to pay out a ton of money, way more than the $60 that you paid. And yeah, so I'm not really sure how the economics are going to work. Probably, so far, it just feels like they just need people to play it. If no one is playing it, they're not making anything. If people are playing it, then you have the potential that you might make something. So maybe they'll give away more money than they take in, but they'll consider it an investment. Whereas otherwise your system is just dead. So long story short, I downloaded 2 of the games that I was very looking forward to. First one was Fist of Awesome by, I think the company is called I Fight Bears. Games for, it was like games for people
Bear
with
fighters?
beards or something like that. Yeah, games for people with beards is their subtitle. It's a 2D brawler, pixel style, set in an alternate contemporary time. You play, I think your name is Tim, and you have the Fist of Awesome, which is
Yeah, you do.
you just this really big hand, and it talks to you, and it takes over your body, and then you go around and you punch wildlife, which apparently has taken over the world.
What the hell?
Yeah, so the first level you're just fighting deer, and then the boss is a bear. And then in the second level, I think they're hyenas, maybe? So jackals, maybe? And then there's a bear boss at the end. The controls are really simple. I think controls are really simple, but you do have a lot of options as far as attacks. Not really as much in terms of combos, although it's still early in the game, so there might be more of those. But basically, you have a punch button that you can hold down for different attacks. So if you just tap it, you do like a regular punch. But if you hold it down, then you sort of charge up the Fist of Awesome, and you do like this giant, like Battletoad style giant fist attack. And you can also do like the dragon punch with it if you tap it a few times and then hold it down.
Also known as Shoryuken.
Yes, exactly.
But they can't call it that. 'cause I'm
Except
pretty sure they
it's a
can sue.
giant fist instead of the regular fiery one.
I think only Ken does the fiery one, right? Right? Ryu does it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, uh, you have a kick button, and at first you think, oh, it's just kicks, but then later they teach you, oh, if you kick someone, it stuns them, and then you can, if you walk towards them, you automatically grab them, and then you can just punch them a lot or giant fist them, or
Yes, it does sound very
If
inappropriate.
you were here, dot dot dot.
you have a back kick button, like in Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
You can stomp people on the ground. It's quite enjoyable, and I mean, just listen to the premise. It's pretty funny. So enjoying that one. That was a $5 game, supposedly. The other one, I'm not sure how much this one costs. I think it might actually be free, totally. It's called A Ride into the Mountains, and you play. It's also pixel style, so I'm not really sure. I think you play a young girl. You may be a woman, but it's hard to tell. And you're riding on a horse, and how to describe it? So with the right stick, you can pull back a bow and arrow, and you shoot enemies that are flying above you. and it's kind of cool. It's higher quality than I think I would imagine most Ouya games are. Although I haven't really played that many of them, so I'm not really sure. Especially since it's given that it's free. It was surprising how much depth there is. So it just starts off and it's very man, what was that game? Mm, Galaga, is it? What's the one that came before Galaga that's like that?
Space Invaders?
Oh, Space
Centipede?
Invaders. That's right.
Something? I don't know.
Space Invaders. That's kind of how it is, except the background is always moving. So you feel like you're riding forward. But yeah, essentially enemies come down from the top and you shoot up at them. And you can move around and dodge their projectiles and things like that. And then in the second level, it's a top-down view, and you're firing at enemies on both sides of you. And they teach you a focus move, which lets you slow down time. And the enemies in the second level have sort of shields in front of them, and you have to time your shots. They're moving very quickly, so you have to time your shots either really well or use the focus move to slow down time so that you can fire past the shields and hit the enemies. So it's like, oh, there is more to this game. And actually, that's all I've been playing from that one. So maybe that's all there is to the game, but we'll see. A lot of other ones that I want to try on there. So there's going to be an Ouya extravaganza over the next few weeks because I bought them all. Sort of.
A pass for them all.
Yes. It was, oh man, it was really weird because I saw all the reports about it, but I couldn't figure out how to buy the pass. Some of the reports said, oh, you just go on the Discover section of the Ouya and then you can buy it there. And I went there like, there's nothing here. Then I found another story that, oh, or it just had a link and it linked to their website where you could buy the pass. And then the pass, it works like buying, game cards in the store. So I bought the pass on the website, and then after a little while, they sent me a code, entered the code into the system, and then it discounted all of the prices down to 0. And then so when I download games, it still sends me receipts for each of them. It says, "Oh, this is thank you for supporting Fist of Awesome. Here is your receipt," and it says $5, and then it says minus $5 all access pass, and then 0. It's like, you were not charged for this purchase. So that's cool to see what it would have cost me. Earlier I mentioned just the exclusives would cost $60. Soul Fjord, which was by I think Airtight Games. They did Quantum Conundrum.
Oh, that's why.
They're I think that's the team that thought up Portal, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Yep.
That's still Ouya exclusive. I don't think that's on anything else. I think that was 10 maybe. They seem to have converted it into a free-to-play game. What's that game called? Awesome Frog? Actually, I can't remember the prices, but yeah, they're looking at it yesterday, I remember thinking, oh, these games are only on Ouya, and together they are already $60, and I know there's more of them too, just of questionable quality. So, yes, I think it's a good deal. Too bad it's out now. Maybe I think it'll probably come back if they can figure out how not to go bankrupt. That's gonna be tough. I have no idea how they're gonna do it. It's kind of like PlayStation Plus. Like, how does PlayStation Plus do what they do? And they have millions and millions of users. I don't think that many people have Ouyas. Who knows? Moving on to established platforms. Blacklight Retribution is so much better out of beta now, which is crazy. I actually expected Blacklight to be sort of like Gmail, the perpetual beta. But no, when it was released, it actually got way better. Not as laggy, s- way fewer bugs. It just seems much more rewarding, I guess, to play. It's very had so much fun with it today. Getting better because I mentioned last time it is not a game where you can play Call of Duty style. You will miss a lot if you just see people and you decide I'm just gonna point and hold down the fire button and hope that he dies sooner than I do. Probably you will lose. So yeah, like once I figured that out and calmed myself down, I was like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this, and I ended up picking up I think it's called Blacklight membership pass or whatever. It basically unlocks the permanent option for all the gear that you can buy with the in-game currency. So because I want to support whoever they are. Who are they? Zombie Games. Yeah, that's who they are. They made something really cool. They didn't rest on their laurels after they released it on PS4. They improved it considerably. Works really well now. Matchmaking is not the issue it was in beta. Onslaught is actually playable because the zombies don't kill you instantly at the beginning of every round. The team modes, it's really awesome because it has basically the same game modes as other shooters, but they feel very different because of the way that the game is balanced. It's like you can't do the things that are infuriating in other games, like capture the flag or whatever. Or usually I play domination Call of Duty. If you're running over to capture a point and there's just a guy hiding, sitting around, waiting for people to try to capture the point that they're guarding, it's really frustrating because you never see them and they can kill you instantly, and that's it. It's like it takes no skill for them to kill you instantly either. This one you can't do that. People try to do that, but you have like everyone has the limited time wall hack thing. Like, well, everyone. I've seen people just kneeling around and trying to do what they do in other games. Like, yeah, it doesn't work here. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face while you're kneeling there waiting for someone to show up. So it feels, in some ways, it feels more strategic because everyone has this ability to see through walls. You can't do some of the lone wolf things. If you try to go up against four guys by yourself in Call of Duty, you can do that, right? You just go in and keep tapping acquire target, and it just zooms in on each of them. It's like locks to their faces, and you can take out four guys. But in this one, like, it is really hard. If you come up on four guys, more often than not, they will kill you. So you can really, I feel like you can really feel that the developers play a lot of this type of game, and they worked to get around some of the nuisances of shooters, multiplayer shooters. So, that one is good. I like it. People, it's funny. Almost everyone I've seen playing was in the beta, so everyone has the beta badge and the emblem. No, not. I haven't really seen any new people. But I think, yeah, if people played in the beta and you just assume that that's how it's going to be, you should come back and see it again because it's very different now. A lot better. Blanking on what else I played. It was
That one.
Oh, yeah.
That one game.
the Steam sale. I played Steam Marketplace again this year.
Oh.
The one time a year where I play Steam Marketplace. See, I watched Tekken's video about crafting his Steam badges for the summer sale, and I had not yet gotten a full set of cards, and I was just like, I'm so close. I only need 2. Should I buy $20 worth of games? Like, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, that
I'm
happened
just
to
gonna
me. I was like, I am not buying. Like the last day, I was like, I do not need these 3 games. It's like Bully, Devil May Cry 4 and something else, and I was like, you know what? I don't need these. I'm just gonna buy the cards. Like I'm just gonna
Exactly.
spend $5 to put it in my wallet and then go to the market and get like each card for like 10 cents or something. So
Yep. So I went on the market this year again, and oh man, the experience is so different. They've changed it. Last year, it was like an auction site. So you went onto the market for the cards, and you would have to click on an individual listing, say you want to buy it, hit the checkbox that says you agree to the terms of service, and then click continue, and hope that you were the first one to do it. Because everyone is going for the cheapest ones, right? And so every once in a while, you'd see a really cheap one, and everyone would try to click it at the same time, and essentially randomly, someone would win that one. And that's what I spent a lot of time doing last year. This year, they've changed it where you can just submit an order amount. So it's like a commodities market now. You go on and you click buy, tell them how many you want, tell them the amount that you're willing to pay, like your highest amount that you're willing to pay, and then just let it sit. And the system will sit there and automatically match your buy order with someone's sell order. And it was a much better experience. It was actually really fun too, because in the end I decided, I'm going to try to level up the badge to maximum, whatever that is. And I thought it was level 5. So I bought, I think it was 5 of each card that I was missing, 4 of each card that I had, and then, however many I needed to get 5 sets. And I could just set the prices there and then just wait. And eventually I got all of them. Excuse me. And found out that level 5 was not the highest level. Like, aw, that sucks. Well, I've almost depleted my wallet, so I'm not gonna do any more. Level 5 is gonna be the highest. But then I started looking, as like, there's the economics of Steam trading cards is really strange, because the cards themselves go for about 10 cents. During the Steam sale, like the summer adventure cards were around, on average, they're around 14 cents. So they cost a little more than some of the other trading cards. But when you look for the things that like when you craft cards, you get items that you can use in your Steam profile. When you look at those things, those are only worth like 3-4 cents each. So the cards are way more valuable than the actual things you get from crafting. It's kind of strange.
but you're optical, you get a banner for your profile, or a badge for your profile, and you level up.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing. Like, you don't get the badge is the thing that you can't sell.
Items are random, so if they're crap, it's like, ew. I kept getting, it's so weird, I kept getting stuff for like other teams. It's like purple team, red team. I was like,
Yeah,
I want
I
something
never
for
got a red
team.
team one. Oh, you want
You're
trade?
on red team?
Okay.
Oh,
I was
I'm sorry,
on red
Tactical.
team.
I hate you. Red team won like
What did I do?
5 days. It was not fair.
Really? Wow.
They're like,
I
they won like
contributed
4 days in a row
nothing.
or something. It was like they read the most, like more than everybody. It was like, what the? I kept looking at like the score of like every day. I was like, they're winning. I was like, curse them.
Wow. I
Jerks.
contributed 1 point throughout the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't realize till the end that if you craft badges for other games during the Steam sale, they give you summer adventure cards. So in the end, what I was doing, I went around and like Valve games have the cheapest trading cards. I think because most people have those games. So I went and bought all of those cards with my wallet. And then when they gave me the adventure cards, I would sell them. And so I was actually able to craft a bunch of badges with my last, I think it was like 80 cents. I stretched over several different badges by buying and selling cards. It was very cool. That's fun. Costly fun, but fun. Costly and If you think about it, it's sort of worthless too. I
Yeah.
mean, games you can actually play. I was just playing the market.
After I put up my Facebook post, one of my friends was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't waste money on cards ever." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I guess that's a good point. I guess only if I have cards from this already, I kind of feel obligated to get the badge. So
Mm,
if I don't have a full set, I'll go and try to get it. But if I don't have any, like outside of the winter and the summer sale, it's like spring, autumn, fall, whatever the other season sales are. It's like F them. But winter and summer, it's like I will be there.
yeah, I don't think I have any badges from winter sales. I've only been doing the summer ones. So maybe this year we'll see. I do like the market thing. Oh, it's cool. They have like graphs at the bottom that show the amount of cards that people are selling at different prices. And some which one was I looking at? I think it was Super Meat Boy or something. The the amount that people were willing to pay was way lower than the amount that people were selling for. So when you look at the graph, it's just like the supply curve and the demand curve, and they don't intersect at all. It's just like, see, this is a non-functioning market. Nothing is happening here. This is what I learned in school. Yes, I was an econ major, so there's a vicarious thrill.
You have a strange way to get your thrills, Tropical. Strange way to get your thrills.
You know, we pay for lots of things that we don't get to keep. You know, why would you
This is
pay,
true.
especially in RPG's case, like what, $15, $17 for a movie ticket? You get to watch it for 2
It's even worse down here,
hours?
apparently.
Yeah,
Even worse
the
down
memories
here.
the memories last maybe 8 years, and then that's it. It's just gone.
My memories last forever, Tropical. They last forever.
That was great. Maybe 8 years.
It's like you have somebody beat you over the head with a bat or something, but I mean, how often does that happen?
So I don't know, Tropical. I still remember going to see Jurassic Park in theaters the first time.
Completely?
yeah.
Can you quote the movie?
Probably.
Hold on to
He's
your
weird like
butts.
that.
That's all that matters.
He knows there are dinosaurs in it. So, joke's on you, Tropical. The joke's on you.
Well, anyway, on to the Steam games. The real games that other people would have played too. Although I guess I didn't buy any of these during the sale. Little Inferno, I finished. The game where it's a puzzle game and you have to figure out what to burn.
Yeah, RPG wasn't here
together.
to listen to the whole. He has a burning things fixation, so you know he didn't get to hear the fun of burning things,
Oh.
Of burning
putting them into
things.
the fire.
Oh my god, fire.
You should get Little Inferno then. It's basically a game. It starts off and you just have you have a welcome message, like a note that says welcome, like, oh, congratulations on your purchase of the Little Inferno Entertainment Fireplace.
Mhm.
And it tells you have fun. And the first thing you do is you throw that letter into the fire and it burns up, and then they said, oh, you burned all your stuff already? Here's a catalog from which you can order more things to burn. And you get the catalog and there's just tons and tons of random stuff that you can burn. And slowly you figure out, like, oh, if I burn certain things together, they have different effects. And then those give you stars, and then stars let you unlock more catalogs so that you can buy more stuff to burn with other things. And yeah, that's the cycle of the game. Meanwhile, there is a story, although I
Why does that
haven't
even matter?
decided yet.
There's fire in it. Why do you need a story?
I haven't decided whether the story has some sort of deeper meaning or if it's just one of those games where you think that the story has a deep
'Cause
meaning.
Do you think it's that way because it's so open to interpretation and it never explicitly says anything in the game? Is that, like,
Yeah,
maybe what the
I think
developers are going for?
that's why they never tell you explicitly what the game means or anything. Like, you can, there are some really simple interpretations, but I don't know if they would all fit together. I haven't thought enough about it to know that, or to figure out if all of the little messages all fit together and culminate into some bigger message.
It probably doesn't. It's philosophical.
Hard to say, but it's yeah, it was very fun.
And what system is this on, you say?
It's on
I forgot.
PC.
Oh,
It's on PC.
even easier.
I think it was really cheap.
Most indie games are.
Yeah.
Is it like on Steam?
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's pretty great. I think
It's okay.
well,
you had me
probably
at
not
burning
now.
things. So,
I have too much backlog. But at some point I would like to figure out all the combinations. You don't need all of them to beat the game. Or maybe you do. Maybe there's a secret ending if you get all of them. But yeah, there was just some I was like
burning things.
I have no idea what this combination is supposed to be. Luckily, it doesn't matter, and I just played through it like, oh, that was cool. So, yay, completed one game. The other game, Stanley Parable, is a first-person, very clearly built-in source game. So, if you've seen Half-Life or something like that, it looks like that. It is about a man named Stanley. He works in an office, and his job is to push buttons all day. Prompts on the screen tell him which buttons to press, and then he just presses them. And he's monitored on a camera. And then I don't think I should say any more about it.
Hmm.
The game is very clever. It is. I think people who have played a lot of games will enjoy. How should I say? Without giving anything away, it's first person. Oh, I can't say that either. Okay, it's first person.
Ah,
Yeah, man. Even if I hint at it, I feel like
try to
the
go.
impact
Please don't,
is-
'cause I haven't played it yet. So just
Yeah.
be as vague as possible.
Basically, I started it at around 11 p.m. I was like, oh, Stanley Parable. And it started off as, most games do, I guess. And then it's first person, and you start walking, and then, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was, whoa. Suffice it to say, I finished the Stanley Parable as well.
I don't know what just happened. I don't even know what just happened.
I started walking, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then I finished.
And I finished it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Shoptical, aimlesspodcast.com. Stanley Parable review.
Exactly. Yep.
So how long did that game take? Because I've been waiting to play that for a while.
I can't tell you.
Oh, never mind then.
Wow.
I'll have to figure it
But
out on my
yeah,
own.
Tekken, you should play it. And
I'm downloading the demo.
I can't
as we
tell you.
speak.
You should play it.
It did get a lot of buzz when it was popular, and people were like, "Oh man, Stanley Parable, man, Stanley Parable," and that's why I bought it, and I just haven't played it because backlogs and whatnot.
Yeah, don't even worry about that stuff. Just play
Just
it,
play it.
and you will understand.
Do you understand, Tekken? Do
Okay.
you understand it's been inside you this whole time? It's always been there. You just didn't know it. Stanley Parable.
Just like,
Gamepodcast.com. Shoptical.
don't worry about the backlog. Just download it, play it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll change your life, man. It'll change your life.
Maybe.
Oh, see? Then I got a maybe. So it's true. It might change your life. It also might not change your life, so, keep that in mind.
I do recommend it. Yes. Oh man, I started reading reviews. Oh man, I can't mention. Never mind.
Oh my
I just
gosh,
can't talk about
even
it.
the
The
reviews
Stanley
are supposed-
Parable is
Oh my gosh.
yeah, like wow. No wonder I knew nothing about this game, and I think that was the best way to go into it.
Now I kind of want to play this game. Because now I'm curious. So curious. Stanley Parable. Yeah, it's
I'll
podcast.
I can reenact what I experienced. So it was Click, click, click. Hmm. Oh. Huh. Oh.
It sounds extremely
Huh?
appropriate now.
What?
Um. Huh.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
This should be one of the
And
thingies on the radio station.
One of the things.
Shroud of Reenacts the Stanley Parable.
He should just reenact every game he plays. Anytime.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much my reaction the first time.
Hmm.
You should check it out. It is, yeah.
All right, I will use it as my palate cleanser after I finish my last wave of Firebase Jade Gold. Because
Do it.
ugh, gold. Ugh.
Yeah, the stuff I played, I mean, not really much to say yet. I got Yaiba because it was cheap, like really, really cheap.
Which is
And that's not yeah, you don't want to spend too much on that game. I don't know if it's bad. Like, it's definitely not Ninja Gaiden type combat.
that's
Ninja Gaiden type combat it feels very solid. You feel weighty even though you're like a swift ninja. And it encourages you to attack first. You know, none of this counter. You counter people by hitting them before they can hit you, and that's Ninja Gaiden. Yaiba is more, oh, there's 100 zombies around me. I'm just gonna push these buttons until all of them have fallen down. And so far, that's pretty much what it's been. Resogun, I had sort of touched on it last week. The new modes are really cool, very exciting. One is really, it feels like playing billiards actually. You're trying to very accurately figure out angles while the balls and stuff are moving around, and it's great. And it gets crazy because it has sort of video game pinball style power-ups, so like multi-ball, and the balls are on fire and you can speed them up, and there's just all these little factors. It's a good game. But no, mostly yeah. Stanley Parable. Go buy it.
gamespodcast.com.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Question time on aimlesspodcast.com with Shroud Rule.
Yes. So we saw the Steam sale recently,
Yep.
and PlayStation Plus has been kind of becoming like that in terms of the pricing. Sometimes the prices are just phenomenal on PlayStation Plus, which is, I mean, it's great. I was at Wendy's yesterday, and they basically every store you go to now has a receipt. Or, I mean, they've always had receipts, but the receipt that they give you
That's always been a thing,
has-
Tropical. That's not new.
The receipts always include sort of a survey on them, and they'll say, "Oh, if you respond to this survey within 48 hours, we'll give you something like a free cookie." Or Wendy's was something like $2 off of something.
You had me a
And I
cookie.
sat there and I found myself thinking, "Holy cow, that's a game." Or if you're lucky, that's 2 games or half a game. And so the question is, has the price of games changed the way you look at money?
Not the way I look at money, but it changed my game purchasing habits.
Hmm. Okay, so you don't, because in the past I would see a coupon as like, oh, $1 off something. It's like, that's
Though
that's
it kind
$1.
of did during the Steam summer sale. Like after I'd bought in like $280 whatever worth of games, I was like,
Oh my.
on one hand, all the wheels and all the wagons and all the buses that fell off and stuff. But then I was like, well, if you look at the numbers, that's only 4 full priced games. And like maybe some DLC or something. That's not like 5. That's like not even 5 games. That's like I got like over 20 games. I was like, dude, that was totally worth it. Like I regret nothing. And yeah, I won. So go me.
But so you don't look at like $1 now and think this is more valuable than it used to be? Because in the past, if it was,
No.
5% off at, or like the $5 off that they give you at GameStop if you buy a used game versus a new game, before that's just like, psh, that's stupid. I'm just gonna buy the new one, and that $5 is meaningless to me because I don't want the used one. But now it's like, oh, the used one, $5. That's a game. In many cases now, that's a really good game. And so even these smaller amounts now feel more.
I would say no. It hasn't changed my
Yeah, but
my how I view money. But it is like interesting to see, like, as like the back catalogs for the more modern consoles grow and you can get stuff digitally for super cheap,
mhm.
it does like change like the way I buy stuff though.
Hmm.
Because I just picked up Assassin's Creed Liberation for like $10 on the PSN for like
Why?
last
Oh,
week
the
for
HD
yeah,
one.
the summer. So I was like,
Mhm.
oh well, it's only $10. So I mean, I was
Why?
off the boat of Assassin's Creed. I was like, well, female protagonist and she's a person of color, so therefore I kind of feel obligated to support this game. So if you Assassin's Creed Unity people are like, oh, too many animations, go off yourselves.
Hmm.
And I'll support this game that has a female protagonist. Oh, so good.
No.
RPG? No?
Oh, I was talking about Tekken, him and that
Oh.
Assassin's Creed thing. But I don't know. It's because it's like usually if I see like discounts or something, it either usually goes to how much gas it'll get me or how many video games it'll get me. So it's kind of just I guess it kind of just depends on what's on my mind at the moment.
So
But
for the video games though, are those smaller, like those little bits of money, do those matter to you now, or have they mattered to you, and has that changed? Because in the
Oh,
past it was like, oh, this is a little bit more towards that game, but now it's, for me it feels like, oh, this is a game. If I spend this money, that game, I mean, I'll probably buy it anyway, but if I wasn't so frivolous, that game would be gone.
I mean, I think it may have more recently with like sales and stuff going on because I think like during one of those flash sales or something when I was like I had that dollar left in my wallet or whatever and was still able to buy something and I was like, oh, that was oddly convenient because it's like it's a dollar. It's like I could just have that anytime and just buy stuff. But I mean, I don't usually do Steam sales because I'm not like a big PC gamer or anything, so that was never like a big thing for me. So,
just plug in a controller RPG. It's exactly the same as a console. Looks better.
but then I'm gonna have to go get a controller. Therein lies the problem. Because
Just for RPG, Steam Box, Steam Machines. Save the day. Believe.
I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe Tekken. I don't want to believe. But I mean, yeah, I don't. It's hard to say. Like, I don't know if it's really changed the way I looked at it any more than I did before. So it's like, yeah, oh, I don't know. Because like I said, it's always been either gas or video games. So it, I don't know if like the whole dollar off thing or whatever has been that big of a change. It just allows me to buy more stuff if there's a sale going on. But like I said, I usually don't, because I'm like not looking around for these sales because apparently like stuff like these Steam sales happen like every season or something. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Is
So
that how? So there's gonna be a fall one too?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Isn't that
oh,
how
yeah,
it
the
works?
turkey
Isn't there
thing.
like autumn, fall, spring, summer, winter?
I think autumn is fall. Like,
Or
Well,
something?
why are you adding seasons to the year, Tekken?
I don't have it memorized RPGs. I'm just saying.
There's 4 seasons
There's
in the
4.
year.
No, I mean, but like sometimes on Steam it says autumn sale, so I'm like, oh, they have
It's
autumn
not. It's
instead
not a
of
hard
fall.
concept. There's only 4 of them. But yes,
all right.
I think once. I mean, like I said, once I started like having things like PlayStation Plus, and now finding out that I can get stuff for like $1 and stuff, which is like awesome. Because I was pretty excited when I saw that flash sale, and I was like, oh my god, so much stuff to buy, and it's only like $1 or something. So that
Yeah, so
kind of
it's really hard for me to
that
say no to
excited
that
me.
one. I was like, oh, and then I go and spend $280 on this.
Because I don't even. The sad thing is, I don't even remember what I bought, but I know I bought something because I was like, oh my god, $1! I have that.
I remember
So,
thinking I could just buy it all. It's all $1, but I
basically.
didn't. I was like, I'll show you, voice in my head. I have that willpower that nobody thinks I do, and then I didn't a couple months later.
Basically. Good job.
In
I like that.
comparison, I think Tekken, you got to level 7 on the badge, right?
I have no idea, Tropical. I didn't keep
Okay.
score.
I think you got to
Until I
7.
look
I
at it
got
and
to
I'm
5.
like, this is depressing. Why did I do this to myself?
It cost Tekken $280 something to get to 7. It cost me 40.
No, Tropical. I bought cards after I got to like a certain point.
Right.
So
So it cost you more than 286?
only like $5. The last $5
Okay, so
got me
so
like way
200
farther than the first
291.
280. That's what my takeaway from the Steam sale was. I was like, next time I'm just gonna buy the cards.
It's almost $300. It's like almost another.
Almost
But
300
but of
bucks.
course, like always, the psychology of
Wow.
the Steam sale worked, and I was like, oh, just spend money to get cards, and I was doing it, and I got my
'Cause, I
badge.
mean,
So
you do realize you could have got a Wii U for that.
Oh
no
man.
Star Fox, no Zilla. That's what I say to that RPG. That's what I say to that.
I'm just pointing it out. I mean, you're probably gonna buy one anyway, Mister. I'm gonna work to buy my PS4, then go out and buy one right after E3.
The one game a month plan will be in place by then, and it will reap me the benefits like it always does. Mistakes may have been made, but I will, make up for that and stuff in the long run.
I was gone for one day. One day. And you both came back with consoles. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Wait,
So
if the price is
shame.
right during Black Friday and there's a bundle, you never know what could happen.
No, just stop while you're ahead now. See, because now it's already in your head. So now you're thinking about it.
I mean, I already have a game for October, November, so if Smash Brothers is delayed or it doesn't come out until December, or January, and there's a bundle, I mean, I might forgive them. It's just I'm so hyped for it right now. I might pre-order it. Who knows? Or am I?
No, you're gonna cave because I'm gonna not be around, and then all of a sudden, Tech is gonna be
Oh.
like, "Guess what I did over the
So
weekend, guys?"
RPG things I can't make it through
Can't.
the year without buying a Wii U. We'll prove him wrong because he just said it, and we
Will
know
you prove me
what
wrong,
happens when
though?
Tekken's around. You say
Will
something, and
you?
it's like, oh, don't do that, Tekken. He totally doesn't. It's like, ha ha ha, yeah, you shouldn't have told me. Yeah, in your face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen, so I'm not particularly worried. But yeah,
It's funny. I almost bought Watch Dogs or something on Steam as like to get more cards, and then like gifted it to Gamer to be like, not only did I gift it to you, Gamer, I got cards, and it makes me even for that God of War bet that we never settled back in the day. So yeah,
God of War bit.
something about God of War 3, something, and then like it was shown at E3. I was like, it's not gonna be shown, and it was shown. I was like, oh well,
Embarrassing.
yeah. I don't remember the details, but yeah, that happened.
Yeah, because you probably lost. Of course, you didn't remember the details. Had you won that bet, though.
And then every other time I was like, double or nothing, Gamer, double or nothing, and then yeah, it never happened. So yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll go into a little bit of news. The Ouya All Access Pass I talked about already. $60 gets you access to, they say, 800 games. $60 for a year. So they're probably assuming or hoping that you'll subscribe every year. We'll see how it goes. Cliff Bleszinski this week announced that he's coming out of retirement to make games again.
Didn't he just retire like a couple of months ago?
It's actually been a few years, I think. 1 or 2.
Has it? Where have I
Yeah.
been during this?
It's been a while.
Weird. I thought it was recent. Although then again, I really don't care about his game, so there's probably
Well, he's supposed to be releasing the first details about his game this week at some point. Today is Tuesday, so plenty of time left. Dead Island 2 was announced for next-gen consoles at E3. Today, they announced the last-gen version of Dead Island called Escape Dead Island. It's going to be a third-person survival puzzle game or something like that. They released a trailer. It's pretty trippy. Guy doesn't believe that all this stuff is happening.
They never do until it's too late. Till it's too
Pretty
late.
much. Sticking with zombies, H1Z1, the new sort of DayZ style MMO, I guess, from something on Online Entertainment. They just released their 11-minute E3 2014 demo video. Shows off dynamic weather, pretty deep crafting system. I mean, it showed a guy, he built a giant platform and then a dew collector, which is like a tarp connected to a wooden bucket type thing, so you can collect water and stuff. Looks pretty extensive. We'll see how it goes. Early access hasn't started yet on Steam, but they're working on getting that out. Destiny. Everyone complained about the guy. What's his name?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that guy. They complained about his voiceover.
I
in
enjoyed
the
him in
alpha.
X-Men.
Me too.
I have not seen that yet. I'm
Tropical,
sad.
how dare you?
I know. It's
know.
like you don't even like being happy.
I can't leave home.
Why not?
But you just went to Winnie's very tired about Tropical.
I just about to say. Like,
Don't
clearly
lie to
you've
me like
left
that.
your- Clearly, you've left your house before.
Clear that statement's untrue. Good sir.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, they've announced that they are going to be re-recording his voiceover.
Was it really that
Not-
bad?
That wizard,
It's-
it came from the moon.
Yeah. That wizard came from the
Oh
moon.
no, not the hive.
I would have to hear this because I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're all sounding
It's hard
right
to
now.
say whether it's in response to all of the criticism since I mean it was
I
an
didn't think it was that
alpha.
bad, so whatever. I was like, whatever, good enough for me. It's no Bioware
I played
level,
it
but
really low
whatever.
volume as not to wake my kid, so I didn't hear most of it.
See, Tropical, you didn't even.
Yeah, I was just shooting stuff.
It's a
See,
shooter. Who needs voice acting?
And
Master
maybe
Chief is so monotone all the time. No
Just-
emotion.
He talks?
He does.
Huh. Weird. I didn't know that, which is sad because I've played Halo before.
See, like I said, doesn't even matter. Most of the time.
They announced a Witcher MOBA today.
That was weird.
That is weird. I don't think we know anything about it yet. Do we?
I think it's on iOS, isn't it? Isn't that like the only thing?
Oh, is it a
It's
mobile
platform?
one?
Mobile.
Oh.
It's on iOS and Android.
Well, there was a teaser trailer for it.
Mobile.
No gameplay footage. Now that it's on mobile, now we know why.
Do we know why Tropical? Do we?
Do we?
Truly outrageous. I still can't believe you haven't seen X-Men yet, though. I'm like, I don't understand.
I've missed a lot of movies recently.
Yeah, but
Basically
the
all
only
of them.
Versus X-Men. It's like
The last
the
movie I
greatest
saw in theaters was oh
So
my
much.
gosh, it was
Hello.
last summer. It was The Wolverine.
Ew. What is? Oh my God. That's like. Oh, ew. Ew. Tropical.
That one was
Ew.
okay. Did you see it?
Yes. On TV.
Yeah, that
and I
was
didn't have to
okay.
pay for it because it was awful.
It's on TV already?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on
No.
like on premium channels, not like
I think
like on FX.
the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sequel-
It
the one
wasn't
where
that
he
bad.
gets his claws chopped off. That one.
Yeah.
It's
That
the
was
stupid one.
it was much better than the first one.
Well, that wasn't hard, Tropical. Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
I could take a dump in the yard
Yes.
and record it, and it could be better than the first one. In case you haven't noticed, I don't really like the Wolverine movies. So, you know, just putting that out there. Because they're terrible. So, yes. So what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
MOBAs.
Oh, right, MOBAs.
The Witcher MOBA. Oh, and then finally, Nintendo announced cross-buy support for 3DS and Wii U for one game. I think it's called Squid Odyssey, and the promotion's only available in Europe. Not sure what's up with that. Apparently, they are considering it for Shovel Knight, which released recently.
You know, it'd be nice if we had cross-buy support. Virtual console titles, so you wouldn't have to buy Super Mario Bros. 3 5 times.
Mm.
Or on
But then they
every
couldn't make
Nintendo
money
piece of hardware you own.
on 5 times though.
That'd be great.
It's actually smart for them not to have cross-buy.
But then it makes me hate them even more, RPG. It's like, oh,
But yet
well.
you keep buying
Hey,
it.
what
So
can I
I mean,
say?
like-
Sometimes. Okay, I'm not gonna essence, but yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, RPG, you know, you may have battered syndrome with Sonic, but I have battered wife syndrome with the Nintendo. I just keep coming back.
Sonic, when will you not do stupid things? When is the next Sonic game anyway?
Sonic
Who
Boom. Isn't it close?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I thought that was just gonna be
It's
a
not this
cartoon.
year, it's next year, like everything else. So, you know.
Wait, is it like only on the Wii U or something?
It's on next console. I mean, isn't it on next gen? Or actually, I think it might be Nintendo exclusive. It's like, it was,
Yeah.
they announced it and it was like, oh, an exclusive Nintendo Wii U. It was like, what? Nintendo and Sega teaming up. What's going on here? This is
Damn it! Now I have to get a
end of days
Wii U.
scenario going on.
I was trying to avoid it, but now I'm gonna have to buy one.
So is that all the news?
Yep, that's all the news I got.
Alrighty. I guess we can wrap it up then. Unless
Yeah.
anything happened in the last however long on my Twitter feed. While we weren't while we broadcasted.
There is a Canada Day sale today on Steam. Sort of.
Canada.
Games made by Canadian developers on sale today. So you won't even know that until it's too late. Unless you really follow us on aimlesspodcast.com.
Oh man,
Or our
tropical.
Twitter feed.
J-Bon just tweeted a limited edition gold wireless headset that is white, just like the white PlayStation 4.
Ah. Oh wait, they
What?
announced that at E3.
Oh,
Yeah,
they did the headset.
they did.
Oh well, wait for me to pay attention.
Good job, you.
The headset actually is really cheap this week. $70 at multiple different retail sites.
That's really cheap.
$30 off of the original price. Yeah, that's 2 games, or 6 games,
On what
or
platform?
half a game.
Because I was about to say, like, it could be.
Lots of different platforms. Like right now, I could think of. You can still get Liberation HD for $10. SteamWorld Dig is only $5 right now.
Oh. Weird. I mean,
You
I
could get a
guess-
1-month PlayStation Plus subscription and still have $22, and then you could get 6 games for free today.
That's weird and oddly specific. I could just get a half a tank of gas, so there's that. Or half a game.
For $30?
Yeah. Guess
Half
pretty
a tank
expensive here.
cost. Oh wait, half a tank.
Yeah.
Like half a gallon.
Yes. Gas prices are to that point.
Oh my gosh, California really is its own country. The other places, as I was saying, that you could have followed us and heard this podcast as it was happening, Twitch dot whatever it is, also Facebook and iTunes and YouTube.
Anything to say before we wrap or sign off, RPG?
There is not. I can't think of anything.
Oh, okay.
I know.
More? You want more?
No, are you? Or is
Yeah,
that it?
clearly what you said wasn't good enough, Trop.
I'm no, I'm.
So, you know.
Do
better,
Okay,
is
never
what he
mind.
said.
Never
That's what he's
mind then. Jeez.
Do better.
Continue listening to OST Gamer Radio, where we play recent tunes and old tunes from in and around games
And also smooth jazz. That's where you just need something
from Gran Turismo.
when it
Oh
comes to
man.
aimless late night because we want you to like video games.
All right. So until next episode, questions. Oh, okay. So, what will Tegan's experience be as he goes through the Stanley Parable? Will RPG do something that involves playing games to dig them out of the storage thingy or not?
Sounds
Will
like work.
Tropical continue his streak of finishing games? Who knows? Find out on the next episode of Aimless Babble Z.